Our job is we will learn about subtraction. And while we're learning about subtraction, we will read about and talk about a subtraction story. The story is also called a takeaway story. Takeaway. So listen if you can hear the word takeaway. Are we ready? Let's do a picture walk real quick. The story is called Where's My Fish? Let's look at the characters in our story. What do we have here? A bear. Good, Shilpa. Rebecca, what do we have? A duck. Annie? Who else do you see in our story? Great. Rachel, who else do you see in our story? A bird. Yes. And it looks like they're all together at the end. All right, so now we're going to hear the story. Does everybody have their listening hats on? Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Where's my fish? A subtraction story. Zach has 4 fish. Maria wants a fish. So Zach gives her 1 fish. Now Zach has how many fish? Ashraf, 3. We have 4. We give 1 away, and we have how many left, Eleanor? Good. Here we go. Now we meet Ben. Ben wants a fish. So Zach gives him 1 fish. Now Zach has how many fish? And the secret is look in the pail. How many fish does he have left? Ashraf? 2. All right. Rebecca, how many do you think he has left? Shilpa, how do we know he has 2 left? How do we know that? What can we do to find out? What could we do? We could count? Yeah, let's count these. 1, 2. Very good. All right, let's go over here now. Then Sarah flies away with 1 fish. Uh-oh. Jake, who's Sarah? The bird. She flies away with 1 fish, and it falls into the lake. Now Zach only has how many fish? AJ's 1 fish left. Zach, Maria, and Ben meet to eat. Together, they have how many fish? How many fish do they have? How do we find out? Eleanor, how do we find out how many fish they have? Let's count them. 2, 3. But Sarah only has a 1. The end. Now, do you understand why that's called a takeaway story? Why is that called a subtraction or takeaway story? Think about that for a minute. Why is it called that? Eleanor? That's right. So let's pretend we're going to do the story ourselves. Get your fish. Where's your bucket? Now, make sure you only have 4 fish. Because how many fish did we have in the story? How many fish did Zach have? So if you have an extra fish, put it in your pencil bag.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We need 4 fish.
I have an extra fish.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready for the story?
Yeah.
All right, put all 4 fish in your bucket or your pail. Zach, are we ready? I'm going to read the story. Hey, Rebecca, turn around so you can hear the story. Okay, sweetie? has 4 fish. We need 4 shellfish. You have 4? No, shellfish. 4. Let's put 4 in the pail, shellfish. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the pail. Yeah. Excellent. 4 in the pail. Here we go. Zach has 4 fish. Maria wants a fish. So you're Zach. Zach gives Maria 1 fish. So what are you going to do? Take one out. Yeah, put it in your bag. Yeah, yeah.
I have to.
We had 4. We take away 1. How many do we have left in our pail? How many do we have left? Rachel? Well, count them. Count in your pail now. How many fish do you have left?
7.
Jake, how many do you have?
Wait, I have
3. Ashley, how many do you have?
5, 6, 3.
3. That's right. So we had a group of 4. We take 1 away. And how many do we have left, Shelpa? 3. Okay, let's keep going. Ben wants a fish. Here's our friend Ben. So Zach gives him 1 fish. So take away a fish and put it in your bag. Now Zach has, how many fish does Zach have left? Annie? 2. Count your pail. How many fish are left in your pail? 1, 2. Because we know 3 take away the 1 is 2. Good. All right, here's our next thing. Watch. Who comes next? Look. Yeah, that's right, Ashley. Then Sarah flies away with 1 fish. Oh, pretend Sarah flies away. Take that fish away. Put it in your bag. Sarah flies away with the 1 fish. And it falls deep into the water. Now Zach only has how many fish left? How many? Let's show me with a finger. How many do we have? 1. Very good. So how many fish do we have left? 1. So Zach takes his fish, Ben has his fish, and Sarah has her fish, and they all eat their fish. But Sarah only gets a worm. Now it's your job. Now you're going to work with a partner and tell the story to your partner. Yes. Rachel, come on over here. You can be with Shelpa. You 2 can be together. Eleanor, you and Annie, and then Jake and Ashley. We're going to tell the story.
But we have the same fish.
Let's do this. Let's put 1 pail away and 1 set of fish away.
Here, I'll look for it.
There you go. Exactly, Ashrid. So now, Jake, you start. You tell the story to Ashrid. Ashrid, you make sure he tells the story right. Annie, you're going to tell the story to Eleanor. And you're going to tell the story to Rebecca. Are we ready? Do you have your 4 fish in here? Good. Do you want to start and he'll listen? So one person's going to start, the other person will listen. And you're going to tell them and act it out. Okay? Go ahead. We're just working as shoulder partners. Go ahead. I'm going to listen. Okay. How many fish does Zach have? After you're done telling the story. Yes, go ahead. You need to tell the story now. Here we go. Tell her the story. I need you to do your story now, okay? Tell her the story. Rebecca, listen. So, say it again. Zach has. Okay. Okay, so what do we do? He gave.
Where's my fish?
How many fish does Zach have left? You try to guess.
Oh, I know.
You're supposed
One
to-
and one.
Did you start with 4? Oh, if you started with 4 and you took 1 away, what should you have? So maybe you started with too many fish. Let's try that again. How many fish do we have?
4, 5.
4. Okay. Tell the story. Okay, I'm going to walk over here. Tell her the story. You can do it. Tell her the story.